Yeah, what space? Your folk Grove here, and I am here with a banger. Y'all already know by the thumbnail what I have watched, and Jesus Christ. Don't forget the Christ on it. But let's get into it. Y'all already know sometimes I come with these questions and see if I could get it in the movie. One of my questions was, what did Hiccup make Toothless Tailwing out of? Now, will I get that answer? We will have to see. I will let y'all know towards the end of the video. My second one. Now, everybody has speculations for years on what happened. I wanted to know what happened to Hiccup's leg for him to appear in the second one with a prosthetic, basically. Do I get my answers? I'll let y'all know at the end. Let's go. Shouts out Gerard Butler for capturing the father. Yes, he played the Viking. He was as gruesome or even more so of the father in the animated version. He captured it. Yes, he did. Now, this is my advice. Something that I realized I should not have done, and I won't make that mistake again if they do a live action of part 2. I watched part 1, 2, 3 before watching this movie. This movie is to the T of the animated version of part 1. Now, through the movie, I kept finding myself comparing the two, and I wish I haven't watched it before I seen this one. Because I kept falling out of the movie because I was too captured on comparing the two. And I'm not going to say it wasn't pleasant, but it wasn't pleasant. My mind keep drifting to see what they did in the animated version and the live reaction. I did way better watching Lion King a long time ago and then watching the live action. Same thing that goes with a couple of the movies that I watch from Disney. So yes, I kept falling out. I advise y'all not to watch part 1, especially part 1. But don't watch part 1, part 2, and part 3 before you go watch this live action. Because with part 1, it's the same. If anything, you're going to be focused on what they did in the animated version and what they did in the live action version. So that did keep me out of it. If y'all take my advice, take my advice. But yes, I kept falling out of the movie for that reason. One thing in a live action movie, it brung me in. I was a fly on them stone walls in the medieval times. I cannot lie. The colors, the whole atmosphere of Vikings, I was there. And it made me feel like I could have been there because they did have 1 or 2 black people in this movie. So I felt everything. I even caught myself being more involved in a live action one because they was regular humans and it wasn't animated. So that was a good thing and I felt it. This movie was more amazing and awesome than I ever could imagine. This really brought me inside. I love the animated versions of How to Train a Dragon, but this actually brought me there. It grabbed me and brought me where I was at, other than the times I was trying to compare the two movies. The realistic feel that I got was phenomenal, especially when they was training and going against those dragons, the close calls, and Hiccup not having his head in the game because he wanted to go get back to Toothless. It could have caused a lot of problems, but I actually felt it. Everything felt realistic to me. If this movie, I felt like maybe this movie would not have got bigger praise if it would have came out with the live action first, but I'm glad they did it. I can't wait for a few years down the line to come back to this live action movie and really get into the movie. This is going to be a game changer because I do see them putting part 2 on there. I do see them putting part 3, and I will not mistake and watch them before I watch the live action. Now, this brings me back to what I said in the beginning, y'all. I had questions. What did Hiccup make Toothless tail wing out of? I didn't get the answer, y'all, and I seen what could have made him think that this will work, but I wanted them to go into details. We all know that this guy was an innovator. He made things from scratch that could help his village, and they were shitting on him in the beginning, but after that, we all know by what I'm about to say after that they start using and implementing his designs to make the world better for themselves. We're not going to go to my second question yet because I wanted to know how did Hiccup get Astrid. But me seeing it in live action, that ride on the way to go to the dragon's lair, yes, that was romantic. And I seen it in an animation version. But live action, yeah, I'm pretty sure any girl would have fell in love. That's more than bringing flowers to a girl. That view from up top, especially for somebody back in the day, in them Viking days, to view and be able to experience, of course she fell in love with him. He basically took her to a whole new world, if you will. And that's what got Astrid. Wasn't Astrid the baddest chick ever? Not meaning looks, y'all. I'm talking about violent, talking about handling her business, standing on business. She was on that. She was so advanced. Forget about it. Shouts out to Astrid. She did her thing, and she always do her thing. We know that. But live action was just a little bit more to make me respect her as somebody that stands on business, somebody that's a female that could do this whole action type thing. Now we're going to get to my second question. What happened to Hiccup leg? Did they tell me? Yes, they told us, people, and you know this was years in the making for people doing what they thought and oh, this happened, but we really never got the answer. They put it in this movie. He did get hurt and lose his leg in the battlefield. He did go through some trauma, and it's okay because some of his stuff that he invented mixed with the guy from earlier that handled all of the knives, the axes, the swords. He put his talent and mixed it with Hiccup talent, and that's how he got his leg, y'all. So now we do have an answer to something that the internet was going crazy about. What happened to my guy's leg? He's sort of something like Toothless right now. Toothless is missing his right side of his tail wing, and now we got Hiccup. He's missing his left leg. I get it. This movie was great. Other than what I said earlier, this was one to really be seen, and I appreciate it. I can't wait for 2 years to pass just so I could watch it again and I could be fully into the movie the way I wanted to be in the movie. The coolest part to me was how the Vikings teamed up with the strongest Vikings from different communities to fight these dragons. And then the dragons all teamed up, the strongest out of all breeds of dragons. They had to go hunt food for this big monster that they fought at the end. It brought me back to when I used to play video games, and at the end of the game, you have to fight the big boss. That was the big boss. This big savage was a mongrel, and he was a problem. When he came out with his little wings at first, I said, oh, he can't fly. He just eat, and he probably could beat them up on the ground. No, this bastard could fly. And that's what made it more scary. Yo, this was one to put out. It gave answers to everybody's questions. And Jesus Christ, I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. With that being said, it's your boy UFO Grow, and I'm out of here.